Good morning, students. Today we are going to start up with a new chapter, that is a formation of a company. So, formation of company is nothing but the extension of your joint stock company. So, it is the continuation of joint stock company chapter. So, under this chapter we will be discussing about how the joint stock company form of business organization is formed. So what are the legal requirements, what are the documents required, so all those will be studied in this chapter. So when coming to your formation of your company or a joint stock company, it's like a modern day business organization. It is not easy for a business organization to just start with a very small amount of money. So a modern day business, it requires a really large amount of money. Okay, so the reason is that there is an increased competition. Yes, so not only that, but also there is a fast changing technological environment. So you have to deal with all the situation like competition maybe, or fast changing technological environment maybe, or the increase in the element of risk. So all these are the different problems that you have to be facing. So in the modern day, it's like the amount or the number of business organization are increasing day by day. So you obviously face a good amount of competition. And also one more thing is like there is a huge amount of changes in the technological environment. So when there is a competition, when there is a continuous change in the technological environment, so obviously the business will come across certain amount of risk. So as a result, a company form of business organization is being preferred by most of the business organization. So because of these reason, yeah, so most of the people, that is business concerns, are opting for company forms of a business organization. So particularly for setting up medium and large sized organization. So the steps which are required from the time of business idea originates to the time a company is legally ready to commence business are referred to as stages in the formation of a company. Steps which are required from ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಅ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಒರಿಜಿನೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಒರಿಜಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಐಡಿಯಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಏನು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ that originates at the time, and also a company is legally to commence the business are referred to as the stages in the formation of company. So what are the steps which has to be taken by the organization in order to form a business organization? So you're under your joint stock company, it's like those people who are taking these steps and the associated risk are promoting a company. Yes, those who are taking these steps and the associated risk are promoting a company, and those are called as the promoter. So the one who takes up all the kinds of risk, yes, that is associated risk in promoting the business organization as well as in starting the business organization. That is why it is said that those who are taking these steps and the associated risk. So these steps is nothing but all the legal things which has to be taken into consideration from the day the business idea originates. So ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ, ಎಸ್, ಯಾರು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್. Those people who take the steps, that is the legal steps and other steps, and also the associated risk in promoting a company are called as its promoter. So in this chapter we will be studying about the formation of the company. So how the business organization is formed. So the first concept is formation of company. So like I told you, in modern days, it's like there is a huge amount of competition. The technological changes are very frequent. Okay, so formation of a company is a complex activity. So the reason why it is said that it is a complex activity is that it involves a large amount of legal formalities and procedures. There are a huge amount or bundle of legal formalities and procedures. So there are certain stages when it comes to your formation of company. Yes, so the formation of company is divided into three distinct stages. One is promotion, second one is incorporation, and the third one is subscription of capital. One is promotion, second one is incorporation, and third one is subscription of capital. Promotion, incorporation, and subscription of capital. So these stages are appropriate from the point of view of formation of any kind of business organization. That is any form of company. It may be private as well as the public form of business organization. These stages are appropriate from the point of view of the formation of any kind of company. So private company as against the public company is prohibited to raise funds from the public. So this is already been told to you. Yes, ಏನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕನ್ನು ಫಂಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಸ್ it totally invites the general public to invest on its shares or to subscribe for this share. So the private company, it's like it does not need to issue a prospectus. A private company does not need to issue a prospectus and complete the formality of minimum subscription. A private company can sell or allot the shares even without minimum subscription. So the next concept is promotion of a company. Promotion of a company. So promotion of a company, it becomes a first stage in the formation of company. Like I told you, there are three stages. One is promotion, second one is incorporation, and third one is subscription of capital. So promotion is the first stage in the formation of company. So what happens here is like this promotion, it involves conceiving a business opportunity. It is nothing but conceiving a business opportunity and taking an initiative to form a company so that practical shape can be given to exploiting the available business opportunity. A proper shape has to be given to the existing business or business which you are planning. Okay, so that is why this promotion becomes the first stage. So it involves conceiving a business idea and taking an initiative to form a company so that practical shape can be given to exploiting the available business opportunity. So the business opportunity has to be understood by the business concern and then he has to act according to the business opportunity. So this promotion, it begins with somebody having discovered a potential business idea. So a business concern will discover a potential idea. So there are lots of business opportunities. So what a business concern has to do is like he has to select one best business opportunity which is available in the market. Like ತುಂಬಾ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿನ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿನ ನಾವು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎನಿ person or a group of persons or even a company may have discovered an opportunity. Yes, any person or a group of person or even a company may have discovered an opportunity. So if such a person or a group of person or a company proceeds to form a business organization, then they are said to be the promoters of a company. Yes, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. It's like somebody discovers a potential business idea. Somebody discovers a potential business idea. So this somebody may be an individual person or a group of people or even a company. ಅದು ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ even a company may have discovered an opportunity. So if such a person or a group of person or a company proceeds to form a company, yes, if such a person or a group of people or the company proceeds to form a company, then they are said to be the promoters of the company. They are said to be the promoters of the company. So here it is an idea. It is an idea which is discovered by a person. Yes, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಅದು ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, so a promoter is said to be the one who undertakes to form a company with reference to the given project and set it going and who takes necessary steps to accomplish that purpose. A promoter is said to be the one who undertakes to form a company. So he is the one who is taking an initiative to form a company. Yes, a promoter is the one who is taking initiative to form a company with the reference to the given project. With the reference to the given project to set it going and he takes the necessary steps to accomplish that particular purpose. So apart from conceiving a business opportunity, the promoter analyze its prospects and bring together man, material, machinery, managerial abilities, financial resources, all these things in order to start the business as well as in order to see the business working efficiently. Yes, so he has to see that all the things which are required for efficient working of the business has to be made available. So what it is like I told you, apart from conceiving a business organization, yes, or a business opportunity, a promoter, he analyzes its prospects. Yes, he analyzes the prospects and he brings all the required things like man, material, machinery, managerial ability, financial resources and sets the organization going. So he is the one who is giving a proper picture or a clear shape for the business organization. So as per section 69, as per section 69, a promoter means a person. A promoter means a person who has been named as such in prospectus or is identified by the company in the annual return referred to in section 22. A promoter is a person who has been named as such in a prospectus. So prospectus is the one which provides a total overall detail of the business organization. So he or his name is being specified in the prospectus. So that is why it is said that who has been named as such in a prospectus or is identified by the company in the annual return referred to in the section 92. So promoter can also be a person who has control over the affairs of the company, directly or indirectly, whether as a shareholder or a director or otherwise. Yes, so promoter is said to be a person who has affairs in the company or who has control over the affairs of the company. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು ಯಾರ ಕೈಲಿದೆ, ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಅ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ affairs of the company is nothing but the activities of the company. So a promoter is the one who has control over the affairs or activities of the company directly or indirectly. It may be direct or indirect. So whether as a shareholder or a director. So a director will have direct control, whereas a shareholder will have indirect control over the business organization. The shareholder will have indirect control over the business organization. So promoter here, it's like the third one is like in accordance with those advice, directors or instructions, a board of director of a company, directors or instructions, the board of directors of a company is accustomed to act. So however, it is provided that nothing in this subclause shall apply to a person who is acting merely in a professional capacity. So in accordance with these with whose advice, yes, yara advice in the directors or instructions the board of directors of the company is accustomed to act. ಎಸ್, ಯಾರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ, ಎಸ್, ಅವನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೂಸ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್, ಸೊ ಯಾರ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇಸ್ ಅಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾರ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವನನ್ನ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So a promoter, what it is after thoroughly examining the feasibility of the idea. Yes, after examining the feasibility of the idea. So ಏನು ideas ಇದೆ, after examining the feasibility idea, the promoter he assemble resources. Yes, he assembles resources. Like I told you, it may be men, material, machinery, managerial ability, financial resources, all these things. Yes, so what it does, after examining the idea, the promoter he assembles resources, he prepares necessary documents, gives a name and performs various other activities to get a company registered. Yes, idea ಸಿಕ್ಕಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನು he will examine the idea. So after that, what a promoter does, he assembles resources required for the business organization. He prepares necessary documents, he gives a name to the business organization, and what he does is he performs various other activities also to get the company registered. Not only company getting registered, but also to obtain necessary certificate enabling ಕಂಪನಿ ಟು ಕಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಬರೀ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಮೆನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ for running the business organization. So he carries out all the activities to get the company registered and obtain necessary certificate which enables the company to commence the business. So ಏನು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಕಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇವನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. So the next concept is functions of a promoter. So what are the functions of a promoter? So these are the activities which are carried out by a promoter in order to incorporate the business organization and in order to commence the business organization. So the first one is identification of business opportunity. So when coming to your identification of business opportunity, so the first and foremost activity of a promoter is to identify the business opportunity. The first and foremost activity of a promoter is to identify the business opportunity. Like I told you, there are lots of business opportunities that will be available. So what a business concern, that is a promoter. So the activities are done by the promoter on behalf of the business concern. So the first and foremost activity of a promoter is to identify a business opportunity. So the opportunity may be in respect of producing a new product, yes, or making some product available through a different channel, or any other opportunity which has an investment potential undo adu ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ providing the product or making the product available through different channel or any other opportunity. It may be any other opportunity having an investment potential. So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ investment potential ಇದೆ, yes, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. The person who is a business concern, that is a promoter, has to identify the different opportunities available. So this opportunity, what it does, it then analyzes and sees that it's technically and economically possible. He sees that if it is technically and economically possible. So technically and economically possible, that is very important. Yes, finding it if it is technically and economically possible is very important. So what it does is, it just analyzes to see if it is technically and economically possible. So the second one is feasibility studies. Yes, so in the first one we try to know about the opportunity. So which are the opportunity available, and what it does is, the promoter, he analyzes to see if it is technically and economically feasibility. So when coming to your feasibility studies, so the person who is a promoter has to see if it is feasible or if it works effectively or not. ಏನು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲ್. ಸೊ ವೆದರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ converted into the real project, that is very important. Yes, so it may not be feasible or profitable to convert all the identified business opportunity into real project. So the promoter, what he has to do is, like, he has to check if it is really feasible. So the promoter, he undertakes detailed feasibility studies to investigate all aspects of business. Yes, so what it does, it takes up a detailed study or feasibility study to investigate all these aspects of business. So depending upon the nature of the project, the feasibility studies will be undertaken. So the specialists like engineers, chartered accountants are used, or the person who is a promoter, he takes the help of all these people like engineers, chartered accountants and other people to examine whether the business opportunity can be properly, that is profitably implemented. So ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಡಿಯಾವು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಅಚೀವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್, ಅವನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವರ ಹೆಲ್ಪನ್ನು ತಗೋತಾನೆ. The reason why he takes the help of engineers and chartered accountant is to examine whether the business opportunity, whether the selected business opportunity can be profitably exploited. So ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇವರ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ತಗೋತಾನೆ ಟು ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೆಡ್. So there are different types of this feasibility studies. Yes, there are different types of feasibility studies. So under that, the first one is technical feasibility. So like I told you, all the ideas will not be feasible or profitable, or it is not easy to convert all the ideas into profitable projects. Yes, ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕುವಾಗ ಅದು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಥವಾ feasible ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, it will not be working, or there are chances that it may not bring profit to the business organization. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, you will have to evaluate, you will have to analyze. For that reason I told you, a promoter takes the help of engineer or an chartered accountant. So the first one is technical feasibility. So when coming to technical feasibility, it's like sometimes an idea may be good. Yes, the idea which a promoter has or the idea which a person has may be good, but technically it is not possible to execute. Ideas may be good, but technically it is not possible to execute. So technically ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಐಡಿಯಾಸೇ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ it may be because of availability of raw materials, that is inavailability of raw materials or technology. So ಏನು raw materials ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ technology, they are not easily available. So when it is not easily available, then obviously it is difficult to put that particular idea into a proper manner. ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಓಕೆನಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. The second one is financial feasibility. Yes, so when coming to financial feasibility, so every business activity, it requires funds. Yes, in order to carry out a business in an effective manner or efficient manner, every business organization, it requires funds. Okay, so the promoter have to estimate the fund requirement. For the identified business opportunity. So if the required outlay for the project is large, yes, if the required outlay for the project is large, that it cannot easily be arranged within the available means, then obviously the project has to be given up. So ಏನು ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ಗೂ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಲಿ. Yes, like I told you, the promoter, you have to estimate the fund requirement for the identified business opportunity. ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಫಂಡ್ಗೂ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Yes, 100 crores the project ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but we don't have so much of money. So at that particular situation, obviously what you have to do is like that kind of project has to be given up. So if the required outlay for the project is large, that it cannot be easily arranged within the available means, the project has to be given up. Yes, so ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಅಂಥ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಐಡಿಯಾಸನ್ನು ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿ ಫಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಫಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಎಸ್ 100 crore ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ 100 crore ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ 100 ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 100 crore ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ 10 crore ಅಥವಾ 20 crore ಅಥವಾ 50 crore ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂಥ ಐಡಿಯಾಸನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. The third one is economic feasibility. So when coming to economic feasibility, sometimes it's like that the project, sometimes there are chances that the project is technically good, that is technically feasible, and also ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲು ಅದು ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲಿಟಲ್. ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವೈಲೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes, availability is there, so technically it is feasible. Financially also the fund requirement and the fund availability is equal, so you can start. But what happens is like the amount of profit which it provides will be very little, but the chances of it being profitable is very little. ಏನು ಫಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೇಸಸ್, ಅಂಥ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಬಂಡೆಂಟ್. ಕ್ರೋರ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ನ ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ರೋರ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹಂಡ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ರೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ₹1,000 ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ರೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ₹1,000 ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಎಸ್, ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ದೇ take the help of experts. So experts the help ಅನ್ನು ತಗೋತಾರೆ. They take the help of experts in order to conduct these kind of studies. So these experts do not become promoters. Okay, so ಯಾರ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೋತಾರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್, they do not become promoter just because they are assisting the promoters in these studies. So ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಅವರ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. These people are the experts who help the promoter to know the feasibility. Yes, whether it is profitable or not. Yes, whether it is feasible or not ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, he takes the help of chartered accountant as well as engineer. So just because they are helping or assisting the promoter, they will not become the promoter at any cost. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ only when these investigation through a positive results, only when these investigation through a positive result, the promoter may decide to actually launch a company. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆನ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ positive result from his investigation, then the promoter may decide to actually launch the company. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಮೇ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಲಾಂಚ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ.